I'm gonna take y'all along with me all day. It's gonna be a long day of planting. I've got, what I'm gonna do right here is this can get low and wet, and there's I redug a ditch out, gave an idea. I didn't film any of it. We went way out on the adjoining property and came through and just redug this entire ditch all the way down, shot it on the grade down there. What's happened is over the years the water comes out and runs down this ditch, runs all the way across my property, which is it's a quarter-mile across it going that way, and it hits another ditch and goes down. But there's a larger ditch right there that it kind of silted in that goes almost straight to the creek. So rather than letting it come across here, coming down this way, this is going to kind of be like an emergency now drain. It should all come down and go down through there and only come when we get a really big rain, which I keep pretty good check on the beavers on me, and I'm on this year here so they don't, you know, dam up anything on me. This year I'll work the beavers on both sides of me too, but I went in here and roughed it all up with a disc, got it all done. What I'm gonna plant here is just straight wheat, and then I have some fixation Balanza clover that I'm gonna mix in this wheat right there with this, and this is only gonna go in this area here with the wheat, and then I'll change over to a blended mix from WMS. We'll walk over here and I'll show you how this is kind of laid out. So I'll be planting this little field right here, this field, but then I've got this whole strip cut up all the way down. I've got 3 box stands being built right now. There's a tripod down there. Right now I'm gonna take it down, put a box down there, so I have this, and then you can see where we ditched all this out. This ditch runs the entire length down through there. Put all the dirt. I go just to the other side of the ditch. See, we got good moisture down here. We had over an inch of rain the other day. There's a little bit of water right here. Got this fixed where I can go across it now. See where I dipped that ditch out? Fix it up. You can see down this side, put all the dirt over here, and then I had Kevin spread it for me with the mini excavator. Then I ran a disc over it. Then we'll plant this whole side, so I'll be able to see both sides of the ditch. I took a ton of trees out, small trees down there at that end, and still not done. I'll get some more of them next year to where to let that sunlight come in. So this and that to get the fixation, because again it stays kind of damp down here, which would be perfect for it. Just blend it with the wheat, that way I can keep an eye and see how it does, monitor it. And I poured the fertilizer and the lime to this too. So we're gonna fill the hopper up in here, mix around. I've got the thing, the spreader set to put out about 120 pounds an acre. This ain't gonna quite be an acre. It's crazy all the stuff that they got out now. A lot of it. You can do your homework on it. Make sure you're buying what you need. everything done back here. Let's see what I got left in there. That hit it about perfect. So this thing's accurate as heck, man. Whatever it says, that's about what it's gonna put out there on it. Still got some clover mixed in there real good with it too. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'll go on up to the next field. I'll go ahead and put some of the mix in there and do it. I like how it lays it out. The cultipacker does a fantastic job on it. Look how smooth and even that looks down through there. Really nice job. Very happy with it. All right, this is still on my place. We were back there. Now we moved up to the front side of this strip of pines. There's 10 acres of pines. It runs just a long, narrow strip. And I want to clear cut these. Was wanting to do it this year. It just didn't work out to get it done this year with Dad and them. But hopefully this next year I can do that. I want to clear cut them down. I got this spot. There's a spot up there on top of the hill. By the way, this place is 161 acres that I own. Spot up there on top of the hill, I want to clear cut it, pines. And then back over here, there's a spot I want to clear cut of pines too. I want to hit the reset button on this, do some stuff back here in the back. So anyhow, that's a whole nother video. But Tommy, years ago, he planted sawtooths right here. So all of these are sawtooth oaks. And they're rather large and they're very tall too. I'm not sure where he got the seedlings from, but they grew up. I don't know if they were growing, you know, as they were growing in competition with those pines and made them shoot up like they did to the size that they are. I mean, that one down there is 3 foot diameter. This one right here is going to be a good 30 inches on the stump, but they produce a lot of acorns. But the thing is, a lot of them's already done hit the ground before bow season even open. Deer just suck them up. He has one Chinese chestnut tree right here that he planted. This is it. And this still got some chestnuts on it. You can see there's one right there still in the hole that they haven't ate yet. I don't see how the deer get those chestnuts out of them holes, but they do. There's still some in the on the limbs up there. But this is just it's right at a half an acre. It's not quite a half acre. It's almost. This is one of the fields that I'm gonna put a new shooting house on. That house there, I think he built it in '88, so it served its purpose. 4x4 small. I don't like the 4x4s. I ain't got no room in them. But I've got a one that's almost a 5x6, like a 4.5 by 6 coming. And I want to set it somewhere back up in the woods. That way, when I cross that ditch, I can slip up there to it. Keep me a trail blowed out with the blower. I'm be kind of quiet coming in there and ease in there and get it. But I do have a gringo feeder sitting over there putting out corn. Already working on the coons. This year I want to go ahead and get my stuff trapped. That way, if I want to do some work for some private landowners, January, February, early March, I can jump up and go do that. So I'm trying to get ahead on mine already. I'm gonna take that box down. It's about to fall. Now you see how it's leaning over, but we're gonna do the WMS blend. It's WMS. It's a Southeastern SEC blend. That's what it is. It's got everything in it. I think it's a 10-way. It's so I'll set it to oats. That's gonna be the largest seed in there. You can see it's got a little bit of everything in there. We're gonna see what she'll do. This is one of the fields I put it's quite almost half acre, hammered it with fertilizer and lime. So we're gonna see what she does. So Basically with this SEC blend, you're throwing a kitchen sink at them, if you will. I did reset the meter on the Firminator, changed it to where it would let them oats go through. Yeah, we're gonna set the lid. I got this field, and I got two smaller fields up there on the top of this place. They're not very big at all, so that's gonna be, well, that ain't gonna do it all right here. I got another bag, I got a couple more bags up there, because this half acre is putting out on this right here. A bag of it's gonna cover about a half an acre. That's what it's gonna cover, so it'll basically take this bag to do it. I'll go ahead and put a second bag in there real quick. That way I can just go ahead and knock both of them out and be done with it. So I'll have about a quarter bag left once I get done. I don't know if it's to show up on the camera yet, but from right here over is what I've done. You can see the difference, or you should be able to see the difference, I hope. From here over, I have not planted. You see how it's all laid down right there. Looks good. So I didn't film any of the other field over on the other ridge planting it, but this is the last one. This is another spot. I guess it's probably 7-8 acres of pine. I remember when he clear cut this back in the late 90s and then planted it back, maybe in 2000. No, it would have been, it was in the late 90s, and he had this field fixed right here, and it's just small. I'm not really, this is about as small a field as I like. I really don't like them like this. So lanes, because it's just aggravating to try to get turned around. But some places, you know, that's the only thing that you can do, that you got to deal with, is stuff like that, depending on who owns the property and what they'll let you do and what have you. And of course, a lot of it has to do with how much money, you know, if you can do it, to get somebody in there to work it out. But if I get to cut these patches of pine, I'm gonna change this up a good bit. I want to clear cut this one. Had the beetles get in here, lost a certain percentage of it, but as soon as you get away from like right here, it's kind of fine back over that away. So I'm gonna work on it if I get a chance to cut this and fix it up a lot better than it is. So this will finish me up on the planting at my house and here. Now I'm fixing to go home and eat me some lunch, and then I'm gonna head over to our Alabama property and plant it. And it'll probably take me, I'm not sure how long it'll take me to do it. There's a good bit over there. It's fixed up, you know, a lot better than like this is right here. Like I said, if I get to cut this, it'll dramatically change whenever I get this cut out. So anywho, we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.